Good morning, everyone. I'm your host, EJ from CCCA News, and today we begin with breaking news of softball from our host, Lakin. And it's going to be a beautiful day today with sunny skies. However, there is a chance of rain, so be sure to grab your umbrella on your way out the door. We'll have more weather later on the show. Watch out for major traffic blocks near major traffic routes. And stay tuned for a fascinating story about lunch from our host, Skylar, coming up later in the show.
This is Caden Strickland with CCCA News Broadcast, showing you your weather tips for the week. And as you can see, for Monday and Tuesday, being in the high as in 70s and the low for 40. But as you can see, for Tuesday, it increases into 60, and further on into the week, it goes even higher, closer to the 70s. And the highs get closer to the 80s, leaving the 70s as we somehow have a warm front coming in. And that is it for the weather teas for right now. Moving on to Daisy.
Southeastern Community College has hosted a spring fling on April 1st. Let's go talk to Katie about it. What is the whole point in putting on the spring fling?
Spring Fling is just our spring event for students. It is mainly just for y'all to come out and enjoy, take a little break, because we have exams coming up in May. So it's just a fun day for the students, and it's free.
Yes. Okay, what type of activities will be at the spring fling?
This year, we try to make it a little different. So, in the past, we've done hot dogs and bouncy houses and stuff like that. So this year, we're having pizza. We're having an escape room. There is going to be some bouncies, like an obstacle course and stuff. And then the typical concession stands. I think we're going to have little powdered donuts, a basketball hoop, and then those little tricycles where you can do a tricycle race.
All right. How do you think the spring fling will happen in a few years? How do you see it developing?
I'm hoping that was hard because it all comes down to money. I'm hoping in the future it can continue to grow and we can continue to bring in new and fun things for the students to do. It has been a bit repetitive in the past. That's why we're trying to do more fun, different things each event. But hopefully it just continues to grow in that aspect where it gets larger and we offer more and we have different things. So students don't expect the same thing each year.
Southeastern Community College Spring Fling was a fun-filled event packed with activities, food, and good vibes. Everyone enjoyed themselves, even the staff. At the event, there were pedal cars, which brought everyone's competitive personality out, as well as the obstacle course and escape room. They provided freshly made Domino's pizza and sweet treats to top off the day, such as fried donuts and ices. I'm Daisy Cribb with CCCA News.
I spoke with softball coach from Southeastern Community College about her students and her program.
My name is Carlin Stevens.
Okay, who is one of the toughest opponents you faced?
So far this spring, it's definitely Bryant Stratton out of Virginia Beach, Virginia.
How far has the team came down to play your team?
To play on our team,
To play your team against your team?
we play a round robin on spring break. The northern and the western teams from out west and up north from United States come down for spring break. And this past February and March, we played a team from Michigan, New York, and New Jersey.
How long have you been coaching so?
Oh, interesting question. This is working on number 30.
30?
Because before Southeastern Community College, I worked at East Columbus High School for 15 years.
How do you motivate your players during tough games or losing streak?
Well, we're currently going through this right now. We just have to keep plugging along, keep doing what we're doing, but we got to play with more heart, less errors, more hits, and adversity. We're only 18, 19, 20 years old, and this is just a minute part of adversity that we're going through right now, and you just have to keep grinding.
Well, then, how do you handle conflicts between players?
Well, I try to let them resolve them on their own, but if they can't resolve conflicts within themselves, then we'll have to sit down at my office and we'll discuss what the issue is going on.
And what opportunity do players have in your college recruitments or scholarships?
We do offer scholarships when they come on board here at Southeastern Community College. All softball players do get a scholarship. It's usually the same amount of money. And, of course, they can apply for academic money also that the college provides. Now, if they want to proceed with softball at another university or college, that will be totally up to that university or college when they leave Southeastern. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I'm Lakin with CCCA News.
I'm in 10th grade and I'm in the culinary program at CCCA.
Thank you. So, how is this experience helping you educationally?
It's teaching me how to cook, and because you need to know how to cook, and it's teaching me she's taught me Serve Safe in the first semester, which is kitchen safety, and it helps a lot at my house to prevent things that I didn't even know happened.
Hi, my name is Landon. I'm in 9th grade and I'm in the culinary program.
All right, thank you. So, how is this experience helping you educationally?
It's providing me entrepreneurship skills as well as marketing, and getting knowledge in both cooking, and it's just providing me skills further than traditional classrooms would.
And I'm an 11th grade student that participates in culinary.
Thank you. How long has the culinary program been preparing for the cafe?
We've been preparing for the cafe probably since we started the semester, because that's when we found out about it, but we only really started practicing recipes and getting the room together maybe 2 weeks ago.
Thank you. Where is the cafe located and when does it start?
The cafe is located in T building in Chef's classroom, and it started yesterday, but that was invite only, and it was kind of like our mock training day.
I personally went to Chef Axelberg and got the inside scoop on how our student-ran cafe is doing. Chef Axelberg has been teaching the culinary arts program at Columbus Career and College Academy for 13 years. This semester, they launched their student-ran business, the Lion and Ram Cafe. It offers weekly menus based on the product availability and prep time. Students will be preparing and serving meals within an hour. They meet the culinary standards. Their first week was a success, and students received great feedback and even earned tips towards a future scholarship. In hopes, this hands-on experience helps the students grow not only in culinary skills, but also in important soft skills like adaptability, teamwork, and integrity. The cafe is now open and ready to take customers. I'm Daisy Krug with CCCA.
This is Katie Strickland with CCCA News Broadcast, and today I will be talking about the weather for the highs and lows. And as you can see for Monday, it will be in the low 41. It will be a low 41 with a mid-70s, but as the week goes on, it will start to increase into the low 60s and the high 80s as we get closer to spring and closer to summer. As we go to Tuesday, you can see it's supposed to be cloudy with a little bit of sun. It might be, but there is a chance of pure cloudiness due to the fact that there's a lot of clouds rolling in. Wednesday is supposed to be pure cloudy with reaching into the high 80s and now into the 60s, at 61 being the lowest. And as we go on to Thursday, the temperature tends to increase due to the humidity in the air, reaching 82 as the high and 68 as the low, almost reaching the 70s at this point for a low. And as you can see for Friday, it's supposed to be another rainy day with the high being 84 and being higher than Thursday, but the low being lower at 65 instead of 68. For Saturday, it is supposed to be another partly cloudy day with a good bit of sun and the same high being 84 and the low being 67, as you can see here. And for Sunday, it is supposed to be a rainy day with the highest of the week being 85 and the highest low of the week being 69 degrees as the low. This is Caden Strickland with CCCA News Broadcast, passing it to Lake and Carter.
In North Carolina, there are schools that have to pay for their food. At CCCA, we get free food. Let's talk to Ms. Godwin about more.
Good morning, Charlie. I'm fine. I'm Christian Godwin, principal of CCCA. All right. So, can we have more access to microwaves or better heating options for packed lunches? So, unfortunately, the school system does not provide microwaves or ways for students to heat their lunches up in any of the schools. However, we do have a couple of teachers that allow students to heat their foods up.
Okay.
What is the main challenges that the school faces when it comes to providing lunch to students?
So we don't have a cafeteria here on our staff, so we partner with Chadburn Elementary School, and we have 2 cafeteria workers that are designated to us that brings over our breakfast and our lunch each day.
Okay. How does the school ensure that students have enough time to eat lunch with their busy schedules?
So we give students 30 minutes every day to eat lunch.
Okay.
That's the same for all the schools.
Thank you.
I'm Skylar at CCCA News.
And that brings us to the end of our local news for today. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Until next time, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.